Hi there. So last time I gave you a little video talking about enjoying and making the most out of your moments, your relationships, and situations that happen in your life. And now I want to explain to you more about what I meant and go into that more fully. What I was talking about was making the most out of your day, every day of your life, right? And lately God has been teaching me that in order to live your day to the fullest, in order to do that, you need two things. You need His grace and you need His peace. And let's start talking about His grace. Now, grace is defined as God's ability, the ability that God gives through Jesus Christ in order to do work, in order to do things, really. And I think that most people, especially Christians, see grace as just the freedom or the power to not sin. But it's really a lot more than that. It's the power to do everyday work with ease, with the flow. In nearly all of his letters, Apostle Paul says, "Grace and peace be to you through the Lord Jesus Christ." And all throughout the New Testament, the word grace is talked about. So there is this one place where he says to Corinthians or something, Apostle Paul, since you've been saved, why are you now going back into works of flesh? And really, with everything we do, we can either do it through His grace, His power, His strengthening, or through struggle, through sweat, and just our own hardship, our own labor. There's this one guy, I don't really have the evidence of him, but he said that he had a vision that God gave him of grace and of what it means, really. God showed him one guy who was plowing a field in the countryside, and he was sweating. It was really hard for him. It was a struggle. You could tell that it was a struggle. And then he showed him another guy, and he kind of saw through the eyes of that guy who was swimming in the ocean, deep inside, diving inside the ocean. And it wasn't like it was hard for him not to breathe or anything, but he was just like flying in the waters. He was just flowing by the river. It was so easy for him. And God said, that is the difference. That's what it means to live by grace and live by works with our own struggle. So I've noticed that in every situation, this is what I meant about moments and relationships and events, hard challenges, right? In every situation, He can give us grace for that to be easy for us. I noticed that whenever it's hard for me to talk to someone that I have to talk to, like a friend or an enemy or a parent or a sister or anyone really, clients, strangers, when I ask Him for His grace and I trust Him for that, it becomes really easy to talk to them. But it doesn't just end there. It's also with work and with school and in waking up every morning and with cleaning your house and with exercise. And I noticed in my life, God has been showing me that my days, they have just become so easy. Like, my life has become just a flow of grace. I'm serious. Most of the time, working is not hard for me anymore. I have the most perfect clients, appropriate ones, non-perverted ones, clean ones, while all the other ones have bad clients. I don't know why. I don't know. People go through struggles, yes, and we do go through challenges that make it, that we grow from. But there's also a time of grace where God just wants us to just flow. So work it's not work for me anymore. I enjoy my job. It's a pleasure for me to go to work every day. And also in school, it's a pleasure to go to school too. I'm on vacation now and I can't wait to go back to school. I love learning. I loved waking up in the morning and just studying my books. And even exercise is so easy for me. Everything has just become really easy for me. So that's what I think grace is. This power, this strength, this ability to do every single day life things. And that's where you can expect God's grace, is in places where you just have to be, right? You just things that you have to do throughout your day, just everyday normal life, right? And especially in places where He sent you, specifically where He led you to, right? And the times when you shouldn't be expecting His grace and His power, which is His grace, is places that He has deliberately told you not to go, and things that He told you not to do. I don't think that He really doesn't give His grace to things that He told you not to do, because it's not healthy for you in the first place. So He wants you to learn to stop doing that. Even though there are exceptions, of course, where we desire something so much that He does let us have it, and He does make it easier for us. But that's just His love anyway. All of that is His love. Grace is really His love. So, the second part of what I want to talk about is peace. And I find that those things kind of work together, but they're different, because grace is given as strength to do something, like a tool, like an armor for work, and peace is just while you're there, while you're in the process, wherever you are, while you're going through something, you have this hope, this inner tranquility, really. And the dictionary defines peace. The dictionary defines peace as a state of calm and quiet, especially public security under law. Or, number 2, freedom from disturbing thoughts or emotions. I find that to be really awesome, and He has been showing me that lately. When I didn't want to go to a place and I had to be there, or everywhere really, I have this calmness about myself, this peace of mind, really, that everything is okay and I'm not tormented by different thoughts and emotions and different feelings, or depression or anger that I can't deal with. I have a peace that He has given me. So both of those concepts are really deep concepts. You can't just understand them just from briefly hearing what I have to say, or it's something that God really has to open up to you, because when you really live every single day with His grace and peace, your whole life changes, your whole world around you changes. It's like challenges are almost not challenges anymore. They are so simple, they are so beautiful, because remember, Jesus said, "Take my yoke upon yourself, for my yoke is light." And He also said, "All you who are weary and heavy burdened, come to me, and I will give you rest. All you who are laboring, heavy burdens, like laboring, all you who work," kind of like there's this song, "You who work, come to me and I will give you rest." It's not that we stop working, we need work, but work becomes a light load, something that we can handle and we can carry, and it doesn't weigh us down, and doesn't overburden us and make us feel like life is terrible. So we need those things for everyday life. They are essentials, God's essentials, grace and peace. So to all of you guys, have grace and peace. Have fun.